Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho y los Domingo, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful night it was in the sport of boxing in Las Vegas, Nevada. History was made, ladies and gentlemen. Canelo Alvarez, 4th division world champion, libra por libra #1, pound for pound #1, the king of boxing, Canelo, aka Canelo, aka Cartelo, aka you on payday, aka if you hate me, get the fuck out of here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. First ever, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, wow, wow. Flavor Flav, wow. Flavor Flav, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Woo-wee! Shout out to my brother G Funky Boxing in the building. Everybody subscribe to G Funky Boxing. Hispanic, cause it motherfucking panic. Guido in the building, BX in the building. What's good? Yeah, Kings of the Commonwealth. What's good, my brother? Hey, oh, all right. Let's go, baby. Oh, man, there was a lot of celebrations yesterday. A lot of cry bitches yesterday, too. And today, let me tell you right there. Let me just tell you right away. Let me just tell you right away, folks. If you are a hardcore boxing fan, if you are a hardcore boxing fan and said that you are eating crow, you must be one of the dumbest boxing fans of all. Because how the fuck are you going to pick Caleb Plant to beat Canelo Alvarez? There is nobody that should be eating crow if you know the sport of boxing, if you know the craft, if you know the art. There is no way your ass should be eating crow. This was supposed to be one of the easiest pick of any other fight. The fuck you talking about you eating crow? And you a boxing fan? Oh Lord, I just gotta get that on my chest. If you are that type of boxing fan that said that you are eating crow today, yo dumb ass picked Caleb Plant to win the fight. Are you damn serious? Do you know what you're watching? Lopez in the building, yeah, Lopez punch. Dímelo, who is the baddest? Punch drunk. Canelo, who's the baddest? Canelo. Yeah, man. A lot of people celebrated, and there's just people out there that just cry like little bitch. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. How dare you? How dare you? Now, we all know Caleb Plant, yeah, got good movement. We all know that he got decent skills. We don't want to disrespect the man before or after. He put himself in position to get the Canelo fight. He did what he had to do in his career to put himself in position. And I said this leading up to these fights. If you was following the channel, and we was talking about who's next to fight Canelo Alvarez, and people was talking about Bubu Andrade, and people was talking about Charlo, and people was talking about Benavidez, and people was just talking about any other boxer that you feel you wanted to see them fight Canelo Alvarez. I said you have to put yourself in position to get what Canelo Alvarez wants. Haven't I said that, ladies and gentlemen? If you've been following the channel, I said you have to put yourself in position to have what Canelo wants, and then you get a piece of Canelo Alvarez. You got to have something that Canelo Alvarez wants. Canelo Alvarez last year says, I want to become undisputed in the super middleweight division. Guess what? Your asses, whoever wanted the piece of Canelo Alvarez, should have put yourself in a position to get to have what he wants. Yep. Let me get a little glass of water. Sunday, we in the church. Punch drum boxing, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought I lost my voice. Yesterday, what a celebration it was. What a celebration it was. The celebrity was out. All the elite fighters was out there to see the king of boxing. Lopez, good looking out with a super sticker. Gil Lopez, what's good, my brother? Good looking out. Man. IBF wants to destroy Ness. Kings of the Commonwealth. One, thank you, Kings of the Commonwealth, and thank you for being you, Lopez, Kings of the Commonwealth, a member to Punch Run Boxing. If you want to join and become a member of the Punch Run Boxing, y'all already know, man. In my channel, it's gonna say join. You just click on join. If you want to have the Moonshine special, if you want to have the Junk Nation exclusive, just join the club, join the team, join the family. Thank you, Kings of the Commonwealth. Things of the Commonwealth, good looking now. Danny in the building. What's good, Danny Medina? Shout out to my boy, Danny Medina in the mother effing building. Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful night it was of the sport of boxing. And people want to come out of here and say, what's next? What's next, Canelo Alvarez? Ain't no goddamn next. Ain't no goddamn next. What's next? You don't even know what's next. Because there is no next. Canelo Alvarez can pick anybody he wants. This is charity right now. Yeah, I said it. It's charity right now. Pro boxing media in the building. This is charity work right now. Canelo Alvarez has just separated himself from his contemporaries. That's what it is. Canelo Alvarez have this much of a gap. He has separated himself for he is just too wide of a gap. He has separated himself from his contemporaries. You don't even know what's next. Whatever's next is charity. It's a charity case. It's a walk in the park for Canelo Alvarez. Yes, I said it. I don't care if you're going to say Baturbiev. Shout out to Baturbiev. I don't care if you're going to say Bivol. Shout out to Bivol. I don't care if you say David Benavidez, in which I feel, and I did a video that says that's the last mega fight for Canelo Alvarez. I'm not saying that David Benavidez is going to beat him, but the interest, the name, that he's big, he's strong, and maybe you feel like he could challenge Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez has been in the ring 4 times in the span of 11 months. He has been the most seasoned fighter, the most seasoned elite. You already know he's the cash cow, the richest, 50 mil in the bank, waiting for the back end of the pay-per-view, and he is the hardest working man in the industry. I don't see nobody beating this man. Who the hell want to keep on eating crow? Who is choking on crow bones? Huh? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself if you thought Caden Plant had a chance. Call yourself a boxing fan. Huh? I get it out here. I get it now. I get it now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take my glasses off. I get it now. I get it now around this YTBC. I get it now. I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of people out here, if you probably follow my channel, and God bless to all the people out there that show me love and take time off to listen to your boy Punch Run Boxing. But you already know, man, I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. I like to educate and I like to be educated. I like to enlighten but also be enlightened. No ego in my bone. But I'm going to tell you like this. You know what I think about the YTBC? And just let me touch base on the YTBC, the YouTube boxing community. And I got to say this because I had a different, how you say it? I expected this platform, YTBC, YouTube boxing community. I thought that when I was paying attention to a bunch of channels, you know what I'm saying? When I didn't have a channel, just catching up on the sport, because of course mass media was not following on sport. Mass media didn't give a damn about on sport. You feel me? The YTBC keeps it alive. Let's be honest. On a daily basis, 24/7, the boxing this community has kept boxing alive. Conversation, dialogue, debates, uplifting, discrediting, destroying at the same time. I thought that it was genuine, hardcore boxing fans, especially the people that run their channels. I thought it was about boxing, but you know what I figure out? It's not about boxing no more. There's people out there that has gains funds that to the point it's not about boxing anymore. It's about them. It's about the narrative. It's about to keep whatever the subscribers happy to whatever narrative that they push, and they got to keep that narrative flowing because it's not about boxing anymore. It's about them. They don't have respect for fighters. They don't have respect for the sport. Maybe the sport, the sport doesn't have a lot of morals, right? So we're trying to preserve the little moral that they got left, right? At least give the benefit of the doubt to the fighters that risk their life for pure entertainment. But all you hear is hate. Hate, yeah, there's a lot of praise, but too much hate. Too much hate. To the point, like I said in my video, that, you know what? It's not a growing sport. It's not a dying sport, but how can it grow if we can't preserve our champions? And I also figure out this. What's good? D-Style Boxing in the building. JC in the building. Mad Dog in the building. Everybody subscribe to D-Style Boxing. Everybody inmediatamente coñazo. Everybody subscribe to JC. You already know, man. My boy Bean. Everybody subscribe to this channel. Now, there's people out there that's genuine about the sport. It's genuine about the sport, man. They love the sport. They breathe the sport. They push their family to the side just to speak to the fans out here. But there's people out there that push their family to a side to bullshit the people out here. There was credible names out here that used to be credible channels, but as soon as they smell that money flowing, that super chat, that you know what I'm saying, all that shit that comes, the perks that comes with it, they don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. They don't care about the sport of boxing. Not anymore. Not anymore. The YTBC has turned into old media. The YTBC has turned to what you thought you hated. ESPN, Showtime, and things of that nature. That's what it turned like. Hosts have found something that they have power, that their voice have power. And I came into this YTBC telling everybody, all the boxing, hardcore boxing fans, if you follow me from the beginning, I'm like, hey, yo, if you're a hardcore boxing fans, do your channel. We need more voices out there. You know what I'm saying? Uplift our sport. They saying that our sport is dying. We can't let it die. I go and have a fight. I will physically fight somebody that they disrespect and call these fighters bums and pussy and things of that nature. I walk in this platform thinking that people love the sport like I love the sport. And I found out they don't. The YTBC is just a bunch of hustlers. Just a bunch of hustlers that don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. Everybody is a hustler in the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, let me give shout out to Chantel Cameron. I want to give a shout out to Chantel Cameron. My fault I ain't do a video with Chantel Cameron. I'm going to do a video tonight or probably tomorrow. Shout out to Mayer's beautiful performance. But of course, man, beautiful performance by the French lady. I call her Ducci. Hamaduchi. Wonderful job, and the scorecards was horrible. One of the most horrible scorecards, 190. That was one of the most horrible scorecards I ever seen in my damn life. She was pressing a damn fight. Yeah, I got Mayors winning, but damn, what a wow. One of the horrible scorecards. Ain't nobody follow our Americans. The Olympics. Ain't nobody wanting to follow them. Everybody want to. A lot of these boxing content creators, they just found a hustle. Either I'm going to talk about Deontay Wilder all day, I'm going to talk about Canelo all day, and just make my money this way, not giving a damn about everybody else in the damn sport. They're risking their lives for pure entertainment, not giving a damn about women, not giving a damn about the upcoming fighters, not giving a damn about the trainers, not giving a damn about the father trainers, not giving a damn about the fighters. People out here, They rather debate all fucking day. And I said it before. I did a video before, debating. I ain't debating about shit, because what debate does all the fucking time, 24/7, is actually devalue the boxer. Here in the sport of in debating is, how can I devalue to win the fucking debate, but I do not believe in what the fuck I am saying. If there was channels out there and call themselves boxing fans, how can you analyze a fight that has Caleb Plant beating Canelo Alvarez? How? If you're a boxing fan, even though the art of the sport of boxing, how? How do you come up with that? How do you come and cry and say, oh my God, I'm eating my crow? How are you supposed to educate the sport of the people? Catch me by surprise. But what happened to educating the people in the sport of boxing? No. People don't want to educate nobody. Nah. Now people want to play devil's advocate. My brother. Shout out to the boxing voice. But yesterday when I was on that panel, one of the most stupidest debate that I had to have in one of my boxing life history, whether a jab costs more than a fucking power punch. And all respect to my brother hermano mío Ness. Deja la vaina con esa vergüenza in trying to be the devil's advocate to everything, my brother. You know boxing, you know that shit too much to create a debate of every fucking thing. How am I having a debate with another boxing head talking about jab and power punch, and we having a debate in front of 700 people tuning in, and we're talking about that jab costs more than a motherfucking left hook? We have to stop trying to play this devil advocate game and educate the boxing fans. And before they come after me and say, but Punch, you're the guy that says that Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, but they don't recognize the other. Teofimo Lopez is undisputed to me. I recognize it, but damn it, I know the rules. I know the WBA and the WBO and the IBF don't recognize that Teofimo Lopez is undisputed. But you know what I do know? I know that the WBC said that they elevated Lomachenko, and that Lomachenko was going to be our champion above any champion or belt federation. What common sense tells me that Lomachenko's franchise, whether I hate the motherfucking belt or not, it is not my business. I don't pay no sanctioning fees. Then that franchise, because the president and they voted that is above any champion, I gotta go by what the motherfucking WBC has to say about their own motherfucking business. And guess what? Lomachenko walked in that ring October 17, still being the man of the WBC and any other belt federation except for the IBF. And Teofimo Lopez walked in that ring with the IBF, and the ring was on the motherfucking in the motherfucking line, and Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko and became the motherfucking undisputed lightweight champion of the motherfucking world. Now, if anybody else don't want to recognize that, be my guest. I gave you my point. Take it how you want to take it. Take it how you want to take it. Maybe I'm giving too much respect to a lot of boxing content creators out here. Maybe I'm too humble giving my respect to a lot of boxing content creators out here. And again, don't take this away, or your Punch going at this one. I'm just saying this public there. We had a debate about if a jab costs more than a power punch. A jab costs just as much as a power punch. And we supposed to be hardcore boxing fan. But because it's a platform where I have to go tit for tat. Oh, if the sky is blue and we both know it's blue, but to have a debate, you need to say that it's motherfucking yellow. This is why when people be like, hey, yo, Punch, go to this panel, go to this other panel, debate this guy. You heard what this other guy said? You heard what this other channel says? I'm not up for it. I'm not up for the stupidity, bro. I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing, man. I'm here to uplift the damn sport, not to play a fucking little game of debate and devil's advocate about if a jab costs more than a motherfucking uppercut, that a jab it costs more than a motherfucking left hook to the motherfucking gut. Because if a jab costs more, then you will never see Canelo Alvarez beat the fuck out of Canelo Alvarez with a motherfucking thunder uppercut to the motherfucking grill and then a chopping over right to end the motherfucking fight. Keep on jabbing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you again about how to score a motherfucking bout. Clean, effective punches. I don't give a fuck if you throw me a lazy jab and it connects on the button. That is not effective. Clean, effective punches. The judges look at it. Effective is the motherfucking word. Effective. Clean, effective punches. I could hit you with 2 pawn jabs and the judges will look at it like it's crazy. Clean, effective punches. You hit me up with 2 motherfucking tiny little jabs and I hit you with a left hook. And guess what? That left hook costs more than your 2 little motherfucking jabs. And that's why my score looks fucking logical and the other scorecards of others saying that it was a close fight heading to the 11th round. I had it tied up. You look like a stupid ass fool. Oh yeah, I could Eminem myself too. Oh yeah, I did have a score where a lot of people was mad at me with Jamel Charlo and Brian Castano. But guess what? I did a video about it because you all know if you go to a boxing event, motherfucker, you're gonna be in one section. All right? So my preview vision saw one thing. But when I did it, when I went back home, matter of fact, that same night, I rewatched it on TV, motherfucker. And I came with it that it was a close-ass fight and they could go on to Brian Castano, 115, 113, 114, 114 draw, or the other way around with Charlo. See, I'm a man to correct my wrongs if I'm wrong. But these motherfuckers out here, nah. They don't want to be wrong in front of their subscribers. No. Ladies and gentlemen, want to shit on people because plain devil's advocate trying to convince something that people themselves don't believe in is killing the motherfucking debate scene out here. Having a debate and winning a debate doesn't mean you're educating anybody. It's just that, hey, if you're having a debate, you don't have to believe in what you're believing in. It's almost like having a defendant and a prosecutor when you go to court. You pay her. She don't give a damn if you raped a woman or not. That defendant is going to defend you and is going to debate with the prosecutor so she can win the case. She don't give a damn. She don't give a damn about the woman that got raped. It's a motherfucking game, just like a debating scene out here in the YTBC. But I'm not up for the damn bullshit. Stop with the discredit over the damn sport. Our sport is already discredited. Our sport is already devalued. Our sport is already telling people advertising this shit like it's dead. Rap Store Boxing Knowledge in the building. Everybody subscribe to Rap Store Boxing Knowledge. I'm sorry I didn't get it. Man high low. The man low. If it's moonshine, it gotta be great, better than motherfucking Foster Flakes. Let's go. Thank you, man. I'm sorry I was in a rant. So when I'm in a rant, sometimes I don't look at the chat. Yo, Shadow Ghost in the building, my buddy. What's good, my brother? What's good? Hold on, let me move up a little bit. Let me move up. I just had to say that for the culture. The culture, when I mean about the community. Sanchez Stranger in the building. What's good? Good looking now. Gracias, high and low, mi hermano. Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Thank you. Call me crazy. Oh, Raps. Yo, Punch Drunk is the guy. He casts a lot of rants. I don't give a fuck. Because you can't match my fucking passion. You can't match my fucking delivery. That's what it is. That's what they say. Yo, Punch is crazy. Punch got too much passion. Punch, you scream a lot. Yeah, when I hear some disrespectful shit, I'm a defend my peoples. Who's my peoples? The motherfucking modern day warriors, gladiators. They put their life on the line for my pure entertainment. I came in this boxing shit respecting the sport of boxing. I came in this boxing shit having my friend died in the motherfucking ring. I respect the fighters. If you don't respect the fighters, you gonna catch this flame from me. Lucky I'm not here in person. Lucky I'm not here in the physical sense. You ain't gonna disrespect no fighters in front of me the way y'all do over here. Oh, hell no, man. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Calling fighters bums and calling fighters pussies and calling all that shit. And then people see, hey, yo, people see, let's say when Charlo and he took a phone and he slapped the phone and everybody be like, hey, yo, Charlo was fucked up, yo, he got to control his temper, yo. Control the temper. So many people talk shit about every other fighters. You think when you see him in person, you want to act all nice. I did media work. I respect fighters enough that I don't shove a damn phone up in their fucking face either. Have some damn have some respect. Shove a damn phone off a fighter's face when he already on fucking weight cut and he got a chip on his shoulder. They don't understand. You remember that movie that Bernie Mac? They don't understand. Quit it. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. They just a bunch of weirdos, Punch, who like to live by curiously through their favorite fighters. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know how it is. You know how it is. You know how it is. Jaime Hernandez, that's why I like Punch. You keep it real. Good looking now. No, thank you for keeping it real with me. Thank you guys for keeping it real with me. Thank you so that you identify something that's real. Thank you that you identify a channel that is fucking real. Thank you that you identify somebody that loves the fucking game, that loves the boxing game, and I will do whatever it takes to find the motherfucking truth. If I have to call Belt Federation, if I have to call an assistant, if I have to call a fighter, if I have to call a trainer, if I gotta get the information for my people so we won't be faked out, because this is a funny business. Punch on boxing, the boxing Google. Así mismito, high low. Así mismito. Punch real fam, como el Corona, carajo. Esto es sin bebida. Good looking out, high low. God bless you, man. Esto es sin bebida. Thank you, Joe Lopez with a super sticker, my brother. Sin bebida esto. Now, we was having a discussion of Macaulay Mayers and the scorecards. We could talk about that, right? But people want to talk about the scorecard of Kalen Plant and Canelo Alvarez. Pa quitarle, just to take, to pinch the balloon, right? To pinch the balloon, to have a slow leak on the success of Canelo Alvarez. To have a slow leak. How you Punch? I fought boxing for a long time. I watched boxing since a little kid, and this is the only channel that I love because this is the realest. Thank you, El Pacastran. Excuse me. I salute you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for identifying that. And yo, and look, yo, I put my email. I got you could chop it up with me in Instagram, my DM, Twitter. Challenge me if you be like, hey, yo, Punch, man, you said some stupid ass shit for real, man. What you mean about that? Clarify that for me. I'm here to learn too. This ain't no ego trip like a lot of these motherfuckers out here in the YTBC. This ain't no ego trip. I don't think I know more than another person. I'm just like y'all. I just created a channel. That's all I did. But I'm not better. I'm still learning. I'm starting learning from people in the chat. I could learn from somebody from another channel. But what I'm watching right now is even actually other channels. They're not doing it for boxing no more. They're not doing it for boxing. They're not doing it for boxing. They're just doing it to capitalize. Capitalize. That's it. And I'm not saying don't get your funds or nobody should be supporting you or donate to the channel. I'm not saying none of that because you're putting in the work. Everybody's putting in some work. All the boxing content creators, whether you like them, whether you don't, whether you respect them, whether you think they're or whatever, they're putting in that work. But while we doing the work, you notice that we have a voice. You notice that we have power. You notice that we have power. The fighters come to us now. The fighters want us to interview them. The fighters want to have they want to be a part of what we do. Matter of fact, the people, the boxing personnel that used to work for networks, they doing what we doing now. They coming to our domain. They coming to our domain. Brian Costas is coming to our domain. And they can't even do it like us. We have a voice. But you know what? The more that we spit some stupid ass shit, guess what? Guess what? Those boxing personnel that was working for them for the mass media, they start making their pages and they're gonna be the voice again. They have all the credibility and they know how to keep it very, very corporate, right? They don't pick sides. Fighters are going to be more in tune and giving them interview because they got the familiar faces, and then they're going to push us out. Because everything when it comes to journalism is all about credibility, right? Mr. Moonshine, the keep of objectivity in boxing. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. No, and you know what? I could get sources too. But you know what? I got sources. But it's also journalistic integrity, and also there's relationship you need to build, because some of the information I may get is off the records. I got to give respect. I got to give respect if they're going to give me some information. That's how you build relationships. Can I get a quote? All right, if you can't tell me the whole story, can I get a quote? No, things like that. At the end of the day, you want to uplift the sport of boxing. We want to uplift the sport of boxing and give them the benefit of the doubt. I browse to see what other channels said about Canelo fight. Bro, most of these channels hate on history. Pathetic. Thank you, Adrian. I know that shit is sad. That is sad, bro. Because you know what happens, Adrian? That Canelo Alvarez was a big fight, right? It's trending. Let's say people that don't know too much about boxing, right? They want to know what the hell is going on, what Canelo Alvarez did, what this guy Canelo Alvarez did. Let me go check. They Google, right? Or they go to YouTube, right? And they go and maybe you know, what you call it when YouTube requests, you know, channels or videos, and then they go to these videos and you see a video like a Kaka TV talking man shit. But he don't care about the sport of boxing. He just capitalizing off their blood, sweat, and tears. Recommended, yeah. Good looking out, Adrian. Yeah. Get recommended with all these channels, man. It's sad because we're not uplifting our sport collectively. Jordan is the man, bro. LeBron James is the man. Canelo is the man, man. It's collectively, man. We got to keep it real, our own sport. Oh, man, Canelo ain't face a slicker fighter. How many slick fighters does he have to face in his career? How many slick fighters does Canelo have to face in his career? How many slick fighters? What you heard throughout the week? Well, Canelo Alvarez had trouble with Mayweather and Lara. Motherfucker, that shit was fucking 2013, 14. Like Canelo Alvarez ain't grow. That's like you was struggling in fucking the 3rd grade and you graduated from high school and they'd be like, well, I don't think he's gonna pass the Regents as a senior in high school because in 3rd grade he was kind of off with his addition. Like if you ain't get better. Talk to me, y'all. These people are still stuck on Canelo Alvarez struggling with Lara, Floyd Mayweather. Oh yeah, because Floyd Mayweather. Oh yeah, because Caitlin Plant is actually Floyd Mayweather. Oh yeah. He's really gonna neutralize Canelo Alvarez. Mr. Moonshine en la doble sazón del borracho el domingo. Dímelo, mi hermano, high low. Así no, mi hermano, vamos a hablar de boxeo bien. All these boxing concepts. Yo, shout out to again, G Funky. Shout out to D Style. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Boxing Wave. Shout out to Rap Store Boxing Knowledge. Shout out to a lot of channels doing their things, man. My boy Shadow Ghost doing his thing. Shout out to a bunch of channels, man. I can't say it all right now, but I got love for you. BDA, shout out to BDA. Shout out to all the boxing content creators out there. Shout out to Fino. Both of them. Shout out to Marcos Viegas. Shout out to Rado Rahim. Shout out to Michelle Phelps. Shout out to all the boxing content creators that's bringing up the content so we can have our content as well. Ese tipo que se lava la nalga, ese tipo. De que shout out ese tipo. Mira, mi hermano. Ese tipo un racista, mi hermano. MW. Ese tipo racista. No me, Showbiz the adult. Shout out to Showbiz, you know what I'm saying? Hard work. Showbiz. I'm always gonna keep that in mind, brother. I'm always gonna keep that in mind what Showbiz told me. I'm always gonna keep that in mind what Showbiz told me. Ness said premature stoppage. He must wanted Plant to die in there. Dude was badly hurt, and one of the ref let Plant get hit flush again. Así como hey, Adrian, I don't know. Maybe because I think he bet it. Well, I don't know what he bet. I think he bet at the 12th round or something like that. And maybe he wanted to go to the 12th round. I don't know. Or the decision. I don't know what he bet it, but I think that's what I think people. I think people's, way of thinking is when you bet on boxing, you want it to end on what you bet on. You know what I'm saying? So then your emotions are stuck with what you bet on because you want to win money, and I think that's what it is. Good looking now, mighty thing. Good looking now. I appreciate you, I appreciate you. Watching the fight, you knew Canelo was going to drop him. Every time Canelo landed, they were solid shots. And I'm telling you something about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, he punched through the shoulder roll. He punched through the Philly shell, bro. He punched through it. Forget about it. Caleb Plant was on a Philly shell, and he punched through the Philly shell. Canelo Alvarez is a monster, man. Canelo Alvarez is a monster. Shadow Ghost said, I was disgusted with the YTBC last night. Our eyes don't lie. Now you literally have to kill someone in the ring because if you don't, they gonna say fight was stopped early. It's crazy, Shadow, man. Shadow and Shadow. I didn't get to see the video, but I saw, and I thought there was a title like that you said about the LDBC. Man, yo, Shadow Coach, you're absolutely 100% right. When I saw it, I said, damn, I gotta go live, but I'm gonna check it after the live, Shadow. You're absolutely right with that title, man. You absolutely right. You absolutely right, man. Maybe what I'm talking about, maybe it's motivated by the title that I seen before I went live, man. Because you're absolutely right. Thank you, my brother. Everybody subscribe to Shadow Ghost. High Low Showbiz, a better way to boxing television. Now, yeah, let me say that. Thank you, High Low. Gracias. So when I'm coming, right, I want to do collabs, right? So I hit people up, you know what I'm saying? I want to grow the sport of boxing, and I'm thinking that this community, like, yo, we could chop it up, we could grow the sport of boxing. Let's do a collab, right? You know what I'm saying? Showbiz was like, you know what I'm saying? The first time, I think this was like a couple years ago, several years ago when I started my channel. You know what I'm saying? And people used to go and comment at me, yo, can you do a video with Shadow Ghost? Yo, you both of you guys got so much energy, man. I can't, yo, y'all should do a podcast together. So I'm like, I kept getting these messages, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me look up Showbiz. All right, boom. I looked at Showbiz and I said, okay, I understand why people feel like we should do something, you know what I'm saying? Because dude got great energy, love it, love his energy, right? So I hit him up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just, and make a long story short, he's like, you know what? Now I seen you, I respect your work, but you know, I don't do collabs because I don't want to be attached to any type of group, right? And I'm like, group? I ain't no group. I'm just a, you know, I'm a new YouTuber, boxing content creators. I don't know the groups. I don't know I don't know what group. What do you mean? Like, nah. But I say I respect that. You feel me? You know, man, you do what you do in your channel and things of that nature. If you don't feel like doing a collab because he doesn't feel like he don't want to be pushed into the group, and I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about because I ain't on no group, you know. But I respected it, right? But later down the line, I understood why. I understood why now. And that's why he is successful. And shout out to Showbiz. Showbiz was ahead of the game. Showbiz was ahead of the game in this YTBC. He identified a lot of shit in this YTBC that for me, I had to catch on. I had to catch on in this YTBC. I had to catch on. There's a lot of fake dudes in this YTBC. I had to catch on. There's a lot of people that just want to use somebody else and just want to use your platform and things of that nature. I catched on. I understood exactly why he said what he said. Shout out to Showbiz. Everybody subscribe to Showbiz. Proud of his success. High, low, punch wrong boxing, knocking boxing into you. Tell him high, low. Tell him high, low. Those punches were heard around the arena. It was hitting him hard. I know he was punching through the Philly shell. The Philly shell was annoying Canelo, but he was punching through it. Tony, nothing but respect for both fighters. Of course. Yes. Watch Canelo. Let's watch a circus act. It's watch a circus. Why you always say? D Hodge, what up, Punch Drunk? D Hodge, what's good, my brother? I'm here to eat my plant crow. But yeah, but D Hodge, my brother. This is what I said in my opening, D Hodge. If you a hardcore boxing fan, you should be ashamed that you eating crow by picking Caleb Plant. What made you pick Caleb Plant? Knowing what Canelo Alvarez possess, D Hodge. And I know D Hodge, my brother, you know you're boxing. You know you're boxing. But it's a shame that you actually eating crow off a plant. Like, I will understand if you eating crow of the Triple G fight. I will understand that. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo versus Plant, he's not even in this league, my brother. How can anybody really pick? You ain't supposed to eat crow with him. You're not supposed to eat crow with Plant, bro. Not with Canelo. Maybe Plant versus David Benavidez. Plant versus Anthony Durrell. You know what I'm saying? Plant versus Billy Joe Saunders. But Plant versus Canelo, knowing the skill set and the experience and the seasoning of Canelo Alvarez. Come on, my brother. It's either one thing. You know what it is, Blitz? You know what it is? They pick Plant because if Plant upsets Canelo Alvarez, they want to be one of the few to have bragging rights. Because to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, we're all sports fans right here. Do you know what we got left? The only shit that we got as being fans is bragging rights. So if let's say I pick Plant and Plant wins, I get to say, I told you so. I'm a genius. I told you. I know more boxing than you. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's hoping to say, I told you so. Fans The only thing we have, other than that, you don't bet on the sport, right? Because now you're putting money on it. The only thing that we got is bragging rights. That's it. I told you so. I told you so. That's all we got. So you want to be one of the few to say, aha, I told you so, I'm smart. I know more boxing than you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. But if you have a channel, bro, if you have a channel, you're the one, you're supposed to be the host. You have a channel, you're supposed to be the guy that knows the sport of boxing. You're the guy to be the educator, right? People come to you, people support you. People support you because they feel like you support the sport of boxing and you know your shit. You feel me? I understand there's people out that feel like there is no responsibility. That's what it is. People out there, they feel like their responsibility is to maintain the narrative and maintain the subscribers. Let me tell you like this. If you build a channel by saying Deontay Wilder got cheated on, Deontay Wilder got cheated on in Glovegate and stuff like that, you build your channel off that. And you build your channel off the hatred of Tyson Fury and the love for Deontay Wilder. And you build your channel off that. The day that you say that you love Tyson Fury, guess what? You fuck up your support. They'd be like, what the hell is Punches talking about? Nah. Get the fuck out of here, yo. You stupid. I'm out of here. Because you build your channel off a lie. You build your channel off a lie. And then finally, when God hits you and you caught the Holy Ghost or something like that, or the priest smacked you with the holy water, with the holy oil, and you say, you know what, I don't want to lie no more. Can you imagine if Akaka TV says, I don't want to lie no more, I want to be a devoted Muslim? Can you imagine? If Akaka TV says, I want to be a true devoted Muslim, instead of being, if Ike TV says, I want to be a devoted Muslim and I want to stop being a Munafik, maybe he would lose some subscribers. And guess what? You will gain some real ones. You fake Muslim ass, you Munafik. But since he's on the road, he got to keep telling the lie. Because the lie funds his pockets. If you one of the alphabet boys, you can't all of a sudden start cheering for Latino fighters. You can't start cheering for Canelo all of a sudden. You start rubbing your subscribers wrong. What the hell is going on? I thought we was on some black power shit. The fuck is he going for the freckle face Canelo Alvarez? How dare he? How dare he? You's a coon. How dare you go for Canelo? You's a coon. Danny Medina was good. So they can't switch up. They can't switch up. I'm going to tell you like this. Look, I keep it real. See, the day, put it this way. The day I had, I believe, I did a video of Charlo, because it works both ways too. I did a video with Jamel Charlo, and I did my scorecards, right? A lot of people was tight, right? And I said that Jamel Charlo, he actually mixed his work up. Yeah, Brian Castano was pressuring and stuff like that. I lost 30 subscribers that day, right? I lost 30 subscribers that day. No, it was 20 subscribers that day. But guess what? In 5 hours, I gained 30 subscribers back. By another content I did, I forgot. I started getting the oh, how dare you, because there is toxic Latino fans too. They was telling me that I'm embarrassed to my race. They said that I was what else, that I'm a flip flopper. They called me that you don't give a, I got messages like, I don't give a fuck about the people, or you LDBC now, all the shit. I'm like, yo, that means, because I have a mixture of content. I'm rubbing somebody off. Key, I don't know. Sometimes my subscriber, maybe just my subscribers, because they feel like Diablo Punch Drunk is boxing. El Latino, la raza, ya tú sabes. Yo siempre estoy con mi Latino, but you already know that we're one race. Brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High, but my coach is Latino, ya tú sabes, papá. And I know in the boxing, in this boxing shit, how they treat. Por eso que you saw Canelo Alvarez do this. This is why you saw Canelo Alvarez do this. Hold on, where is that? And a lot of people was mad. Ay, papá, mira esa foto. Mira esa foto. People was angry. They was mad. You know what showed me about this? They was mad. How dare he's not, but why does he have Teofimo Lopez there, yo? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is how I know what type of man Canelo Alvarez is. Because in his greatest accomplishment, becoming undisputed, he planned to share it with Teofimo Lopez and another undisputed. He told the world, in other words, you better recognize this kid. You know why? Because when I look at Teofimo Lopez, I see myself in him. I see myself that he's just in the gym all the damn time. I see that this kid gets a bunch of hate for no damn reason. And I want to share what's the future of the sport of boxing. And I'm going to shout out this guy because this is the proper guy that's going to lead boxing in the proper way. This is the type of champion that's going to avoid our frustration. This is the type of champion that don't care about losing that O. This is the type of champion that is not afraid to challenge himself. This is the champion. This is the type of champion that go for the gusto. This is the type of champion that wants to be great. This is the type of champion that legacy reigns supreme. This is the type of champion that boxing needs. Canelo Alvarez, identify the takeover. Canelo Alvarez, identify that if I leave, is in good hands with this man. And I'm humble enough to bring him along, to show him to the world that this is the it factor. Y que latinos estamos unidos. Oh, that hurt people right there. That hurt people. That hurt people's feelings, my brothers and sisters. Ay, ay, ay. Eso sí duele. Are you hating enough? Are you hating enough? Hello says. Honduras in the building, Mexico in the building, Latin America, Latinos in the building. Shout out to Samir in the building. Sanchez in the building. He said, yo, Beam said, hey, yo, Punch, what you think of Ryan Garcia was thinking about that pick? Ay, ay, ay. I don't know if it motivated him, but it should. It should motivate him. I think he has the qualities. I think he has the skills to actually gain as much as Tio if he puts his mind to it. See, now people gonna be like, hey, yo, Punch Drunk, you a Tio guy. No, you know what am I? You know who am I? I'm a boxing guy. I preserve greatness. I'm a T.O. guy. I'm a Canelo guy. I'm a Jamel Charlo guy. I'm a Fury guy. I'm a Wilder guy. I'm an Anthony Joshua guy. I'm a Usyk guy. I'm a Inoue guy. I'm a Estrada Chocolatito guy. I'm a Nonito Donaire Manny Pacquiao guy. I'm a Josh Taylor guy, Jose Ramirez guy, people that unify, people that have become undisputed, people that got 3 titles, people that I'm a Shakur guy, I'm a Jamel Hearing guy. And even though I hate the way that Mayweather Promotions is fucking up the career and the momentum on what this person could have in Gervonta Tank Davis, I'm a Tank guy as well. I'm a Joe Smith Jr. guy. I'm a Ioka guy. I'm a Tanaka guy. I'm an Amanda Serrano guy. I'm a Katie Taylor, Clarissa Shields, Natasha Jonas, Jessica McCaskill guy, Cecilia Breakers, Keyshawn Davis. Shout out to all my amateurs out there. Yeah, I got love for you. Kid Austin guy. Oh, I give props to the guys that's accomplished. He said, Punch, are you a Chavez Jr. guy? Nah. La, don't fuck up my flow, man. Don't fuck up my flow, man. He said, he said, he said Chavez Jr. I'm not rocking with that blue hair stiletto wearing dude. You crazy. Oh shit. Oh man. Damn, what a picture. That shit got a lot of people mad. That shit got a lot of people mad. I understand. There's some channels out there that got mad because Teofimo Lopez called their king a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. Gotta be wanted to become a hero. Saying, when I see that fucking guy, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what he gonna do. And shit. Yeah, Tio was out there. Tio was out there doing the Tyson Fury and Wilder. Even John Taylor saying, man, if I see him, mate, yeah, he was right behind you. When Fight Hype was doing that interview with you. He said, nah, Beam, I ain't rocking with that dude. I don't think his daddy rocking with that dude either, man. You know how Julio Cesar Chavez be looking at Canelo. He be like, Diablo, I wish he was my son. I wish he was my son. Man, I love him. Hey, yo, what y'all feel about the Jamal Charlo, and Jared Hurd? Man, hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this: the Charlo, they got a chip on their shoulder, man. I just hope, man, they got a chip on their shoulder. To be honest, that's for real, bro. Because when I was in San Antonio, man, yo, Jamal Charlo was like lit, bro. He's ready to go. Somebody need to calm him down, man. Jamal Charlo got a chip on his shoulder. Like it looked like he against the whole world. You know what I'm saying? He got a chip on his shoulder, man. He gotta relax, man. Shout out to the Charlo brothers, man. Shout out to their dad as well. Did a great job. Y'all already know how I feel about fatherhood. Is prominent in the sport of boxing. All the fathers that put their kid in position. Shout out to Mr. Charlo. Shout out to Boozy Ennis, man. Shout out to Boots Ennis, man. Nigel Ben as well. Conor Ben going to be facing Chris Algieri December 11th. Shout out to Kenny Porter, man. Sean Porter's ready to go. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson's granddad. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez Sr. Shout out to Bill Haney. Shout out to who else? Ghost Guerrero dad. Shout out to Robert Garcia. Hey, yo, Virgil Ortiz, son. Virgil Ortiz talking about Eddie Reynoso. Shit. I know that he said in his tweet that, you know what, he's just considering finding another trainer. Don't worry, Taylor will get smashed by Tio. I would like to see that fight, man. I would like to see that fight. Josh Taylor versus T.O., man. Josh Taylor versus T.O. Punch. Enséñalo la foto de Billy. De Billy Bill. Ese tipo taquillado. Ese tipo que. Yeah. Cause my son is the best. He got why do you think my son got all the skills and talent to neutralize any other skills. We got love. We got love for the Mayweathers. And we got love for the Mayweathers, and we got love. You see that guy punch on boxing. He's a fraud. He's a liar. Oh shit. Y'all already know November 27th we got Brandon Figueroa, Stephen Fulton. Can't wait for that fight. I got Stephen Fulton beating Brandon Figueroa, but you know what I'm saying? I just hope that Mrs. Figueroa gonna show up to the fight. How y'all feel, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think that Mrs. Figueroa gonna show up to the fight? To the weigh-in, and I think that's gonna give, I think, the energy to Brandon Figueroa. We need to tell the Brandon Figueroa that he needs the fans is gonna give him the type of energy if Mrs. Figueroa, his sister, is gonna be out there. No disrespect, but he needs that crowd. He needs that crowd. He needs that presence. He don't need it, but we need it, so we could give him the type of support that he that he needs. But I'm gonna tell you like this. See, I knew about this a while ago. Source told me, very, very credible source. But at the time, now that shit is coming up to light, so now I could talk about it a little bit. During fight week with Virgil Ortiz, when Virgil Ortiz is preparing to go to fight Mean Machine, there was a lot of frustrations out there. There was a lot of frustration when it came to, because we knew that Robert Garcia was not going to be in the corner with Virgil Ortiz. He was going to be in the corner with Joshua Franco as Joshua Franco fights Andrew Maloney. So there was some type of frustrations there. And, Virgil Ortiz Sr. ain't really give a damn, because he feel like, even when he was with Robert Garcia, Virgil Ortiz Sr. is always there and has polished his son, molded his son to the fighter that he is. So there was not really a friction. But when you go into one of your biggest fights of your career, probably one of the toughest opponent was Mean Machine, I think so. And then he's not in the corner. He wasn't a priority. So I think that Virgil Ortiz at this stage of his career, he needs somebody in the corner that's going to have his first priority. You feel me? So I do think, I think Eddie Reynoso, I think that's a great mixture. Maybe, I don't know. I can't say. We can't say about their chemistry, but I do know that Virgil Ortiz is a very, very solid, hardworking young man, and his pops is always working as well. Man, stays in the gym. I think he trains Sidebar as well. The UFC, the MMA warrior. So Moonshine versus Showbiz. Nah, ain't never that, man. Shout out to my boy Showbiz doing his thing, man. Always respect to that man. He's doing his thing, and I think that it's a voice that's needed in this community, and voice that's needed in boxing. I hope that he just reaches to higher want to see him probably with networks and things of that nature. So, because he's doing his thing. So, man, yeah, Ortiz with Reynoso was scary. And the gym is going to be scary, too. Can you imagine if Eddie Reynoso, because look, he already getting man money. Can you think about Eddie Reynoso's 10%? Eddie Reynoso, no, because isn't Eddie Reynoso also Canelo's manager, right? So if Eddie Reynoso is his manager, can you think that Eddie Reynoso is getting 10 and 20% from Canelo Alvarez, 50 mil purse? Damn. Can you imagine if Eddie Reynoso gets Canelo, gets Anthony Joshua as well, and gets Virgil Ortiz? He already got Andy Ruiz. So, hey, yo, Eddie Reynoso is getting that money, that moolah, man, because he got Andy Ruiz. How much Andy Ruiz got paid last time? I think, what, like 4 mil? $5 million, what was it, $4 million, something like that. Does anyone know why Plant did not attend the post-fight conference? I haven't even got into it. I think that he went to the hospital after that. Reynoso gets 30. That's crazy right there. 30%. 30% for 50 mil, son. 30% for 50 mil. And then he got and also he got Ryan Garcia too. So can you imagine if Ryan Garcia gets that type of bag in his career and he gets Virgil Ortiz? Let's say if he gets Anthony Joshua, can you imagine 1 year how much this guy, I think Eddie Reynoso's getting more than fighters right now with that 30%. He's getting more than fighters. Or does Eddie Reynoso get a flat fee though? We don't know about that either, but I know he's his manager too. But let's go with the question, y'all. Let's go with the question in hand. Is Canelo Alvarez the greatest Latino fighter ever? I haven't even gone to the question, but now I go. Let me see what y'all got. I'm going to give y'all a minute and change. Let me put my boy Pancho. The question is Canelo Alvarez the greatest Latino fighter ever? You put Pancho. Pancho, where you at? Pancho, where you at?
Anyway, Dennis told me, Dennis let us know. Said it never means it, had him at it bone. Wait a minute, what do you mean? What do you mean? The screaming went out low. Dennis started showing man, running at his
feet. He said, yo, I think he's a legend before his time and will be the greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. I mean, that's a whole different type of conversation, the greatest of all time, but he's the greatest of all time in terms of Latino. No greatest, but won't argue with anyone. I just respect the ones before. Okay. Shout out to Magic. Shout out to Magic. Shout out to Magic in the building. Epicsy Magic. Everybody subscribe to his channel too, man. My brother. And y'all, apologize for the Brotherhood Circle was supposed to be on Sunday. We're going to do it tomorrow. I just wanted to really touch base on this because it was a very, very, very big event yesterday, and I wanted to touch base on it. Good looking now. God bless, Magic. I think we don't know yet. I feel the question can be answered when Canelo career is all said and done. I think we could talk about it now, though, Samir. Oh, man, you gave me the political answer, man. Nah. No political answer. No corporate answer. We need some concrete answers now. Is now. Do you think that Canelo Alvarez is the greatest Latino fighter ever? See, people say Roberto Duran, in which I did consider is like Roberto Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., but Roberto Duran, which went up in weight as well, but he lost to the legends. He beat Sugar Ray Leonard, but he lost to Wilfred Benitez, right? He lost to Wilfred Benitez. He lost to Thomas Hearns. He lost to Hagler. You know, I know there was a notable Super Bowl win, but the fighter, I know he's a smaller guy, but come on, y'all. What y'all think? Okay, I feel he's definitely on his way. I'll tell you. Nah, that's corporate, Samir. That is a corporate answer. Come on, man. Come on, no corporate answer, man. Rap star, who you think, Rap star, who you think? Is Canelo Alvarez the greatest Latino fighter ever? Come on, y'all. Come on, I need help out here. I need help. Duran was a great fighter, but was he the greatest 135-pounder? Because I know he's a great fighter, but I always found Roberto Duran as the greatest lightweight ever. But is he the great? Is he the great? Look, ladies and gentlemen, Canelo Alvarez is 4th division world champion, undisputed. Roberto Duran never. Has Roberto Duran been undisputed before? Has Floyd Mayweather been undisputed before? Has Oscar de la Hoya been undisputed before? Has Julio Cesar Chavez been undisputed before? Has Salvador Sanchez been undisputed before? With Frey Benitez at the age of 17 became world champion, of course. But hey, I know it's hard when we living in the moment. I know it's hard when we living in the moment and we love our past. It's just like, yo, is Tyson Fury better than Mike Tyson? Hell no. Is he better? You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, is he better than Mike Tyson? Hell no, man. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Larry Holmes better than Mike? No. I don't know. Oscar de la Hoya has a great resume, but Canelo became undisputed. Top 3 best Latinos. 1 Canelo. Let me see how I see it. Let me see how I see it, though. He's in the conversation for the greatest Latino. Come on, Samir. He's definitely one of them. Y'all being very, like this is what I feel. When I'm looking at the answers right now, and I'm like, y'all want to say Canelo, but y'all don't want to say Canelo. Like, I don't know if it's Canelo, but damn, I think it is Canelo. But I'm, oh, shit. Maybe it is Canelo, but I don't want to say Canelo because I don't want to disrespect the legends. But I think it is Canelo. But I can't say that shit right now. Let me see. I know y'all Googling right now. Let me see what Roberto Duran. Let me see what Roberto Duran beat. Let me see Julio Cesar Chavez again. Shit. Damn, Canelo. Oh, shit, Canelo. Damn, look at his resume. Is it that it's hard for y'all to pick him over the fighters that we've been loving for such a long time, and our fathers and our grandfathers been loving for such a long time? It's definitely a tough question, huh? Ooh, yeah. At least it's a tough question. Because I was looking at people that are going to be like, hey, yo, hell no. I don't know if Nelo tops Monson right now. Ooh, pro boxing. Ooh. Oh, man. But there's at least it's actually arguably, right? Like, it looks like looking at the Roberto Duran said Canelo was better than him. Hey. Yono, shout out to Yono in the building. Yono, what's good? Roberto Duran said that Canelo was better than him, Punch Run. So, yo, I think maybe I started a good question right here now in the YTBC, man. Is Canelo, because I know they say Mexican fighter. So I think when they say the greatest Mexican, they like to break it down. And I think they want to match him and Julio Cesar Chavez. But let's say best Latino fighter in the history of the sport of boxing, Canelo Alvarez. Is he? Canelo is the most accomplished Latino fighter in history. You see how Guido, see how people want to, like, I don't know, maybe let me find a new term for it, because it's hard to say that he's the greatest. I love Duran. I love Cesar Senior. Oh, yeah. Duran's having a record saying Canelo was better. Hey, man. He said, and Punch, Duran fought 15 rounds in his time. 2 different. Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point. This is why it's hard to really compare the past and the now, right? Because them 15 rounds, when we see right now, boxers, look, they say Plant was gassing out in the 8th or 9th round and shit like that. Can you imagine if there was a 15-round fight? Yeah. Keep him. Yeah. Let him get up, right? Nah, because of you, Punch, the conversation will start happening everywhere. Hey, yo, it's a good question, though. Let me see my Twitter feed. Let me see if I have a good Twitter feed. Let me see. I put it on Twitter too. Let me see if anybody answer. Let me see if anybody. Nah, nobody answered the question. Nobody answered the question. Nah, nobody yet. Let me see. Anybody who's a member, I'm gonna put the link in the community. Let me see who want to jump in and help me preach to the people, because I think this is a good conversation right quick, y'all. Shit, hold on. This is a good conversation, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna put the link. Oops, my fault. Put the wrong link. Hold on. Hey, yo, for the give me 1 second. I'm gonna put in the link, y'all. Let me hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, guys. Might have a special guest, y'all. Might have a special guest. Y'all. Maybe we help us talk about this. Let me read what people got to say. Let me see what people got to say. Punch. What's your Twitter at? Oh, my Twitter is Mr. Moonshine 10. Boom. Yeah, that's my Twitter. Anybody want to follow me on Twitter? Yeah, I'm a Twitter head, man. Not many great Latino fighters in history can recall Latino fighter beating as many champions as Canelo. So Canelo, GOAT Latino champion. Salvador Sanchez didn't go for greatness. Well, I mean, Salvador Sanchez was young. He died at the age of 23. You know what I'm saying? He died at the age of 23. So we can't say he didn't go for greatness. He just didn't have a chance. But the first part, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think Guido say honestly, there's great Latino legends over the years. It's tough to call, but let's call it, baby. Let's call it. Don't be afraid. I know it's a hard one, man. Pause. Let's not be afraid. Tito, I don't think Tito is better than Canelo Alvarez, though. Nah. And you know, look. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't give a damn what people say. I think it's about this. It's about time that we give Canelo Alvarez his credit. Listen to me. I know there's gonna be people out there that are gonna be mad, but I don't give a damn, bro. It's time for people to give Canelo respect for having the best defense in boxing, y'all. It's time for people to give him respect of that side of the fence. On defense, Canelo Alvarez is probably the best defensive fighter in boxing, bro. You see how they say Mayweather was great defense, one of the best defense. Hey, yo, Canelo Alvarez barely get touched, man. He got great upper body movement. I haven't seen nobody that could slip punches like that in several years right now. Canelo Alvarez, for the last, 3-4 years, I think he got the best defense, man. I think he got the best defense. Which I think, folks, y'all think I'm out of line? Can y'all let me know who's a better defensive fighter right now than Canelo Alvarez? I think that Canelo Alvarez is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to the offensive side of the field, if you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, just using other sports term. But Canelo Alvarez's defense has been underrated for far too long. Canelo Alvarez defense is as elite as it comes to this game, bro. Canelo is a student of the game, always learning, always improving. If he improved in anything, Canelo Alvarez have improved a lot in the defensive, in Canelo offensive defense. Canelo defense is impeccable right now. That's a good question, but you probably had to Chavez Sr. Magic say Chavez Sr. has defense, blocks all shots with his face. That's why they say he got a chin, right? Like, yo, I think it was, what round was it? In the 6th or 7th round that Canelo Alvarez was slipping man punches, that he was just having a field day with Caleb Plant at one time. He was just slipping punches, slipping punches. Yo, I think that maybe because he's, I think they don't say that he's great. He's one of the best defensive fighters. It's because he's not flashy with his defense. Like Pernell Whitaker was flashing. He was letting the crowd know that you missing. Same thing with Floyd, right? He's letting the fighters, he's letting the crowd know that you missing. But Canelo Alvarez, you miss, and he make you pay. He make you pay, and he'll knock you out. You know who was a great defensive fighter, and people never gave him credit because his offensive game was far. It was just was so fun to watch. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson peekaboo style in the early years of his career, he was a solid defensive fighter. I'm not gonna say defensive fighter, but his defense, his peekaboo defense was up to par, bro. He was not getting hit with a jab like that. He was slipping the jab a lot and then countering to the body. Canelo Alvarez right now is the best. It got the best defense in the game, and I think they need to give him credit for that. Yo, to be honest, the show was going to be, before I was thinking about the Latino, if he's the best Latino fighter ever, I was thinking about, is Canelo Alvarez. I know that he lost to Floyd Mayweather, but career-wise, is he up there with Floyd Mayweather yet? Or is he? Nah, let's not change the subject. That's for another live. That's for another live. We're going to stay in the subject at hand. Yo, Punch Shakur got better defense. I don't think so. Not yet, because you can't match the level of competition. You can't match the level of competition yet. I can't say that for Shakur Stevenson right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's see with Floyd Mayweather. He has superior defense versus elite offensive fighters. You know, Bori was the name Radar for great. No, he was one of the best defensive fighters in his time. At 31, Canelo has done more than 31-year-old Floyd. Yeah, I think Floyd at 31 was already was Floyd already a 4-division world champion, almost a 5-division world champion, right? When he turned 31, that was when he fought Ricky Hatton, right? I think he was 30 when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, 31 when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, 31 or 30. Ricky Hatton. You know, I think that Canelo Alvarez has a better resume, though. Up to 31 years old, yes. He said, oh, shit. Y'all crazy. Man.
You can't handle the truth.
So Alvarez is the best, got the best defense in the game. While we keep on talking about the best Latino fighter, because it looks like a lot of people don't have this concrete answer. Some of the alphabet boys have Plant up 8-2. Eso estupidez. You feel me? If anybody had Plant up 8-2, you already know they mentally ill. And that's another thing that I noticed in the YTBC, bro. A lot of people is mentally illness, bro. A lot of people got mental illness, bro. I tell you, if you push them the wrong way, I think I think they'll end themselves, to be honest, man. Who had an 8-2? Can you give me a name, please? Aki said that Charlo is better than Plant. Yeah, I know. They're going to fight every fight. They're going to get knocked out. He said he was the same guy that said that he got a dent in his head, and he pointed to his cheek. He said Wilder got a dent in his head, and he pointed to his cheek. Man, the narrative pushes, man. Who said that, man? Who said that Plant was up 8-2? Who said that? Please tell me. I'm a Plant fan and I didn't have Plant up 8-2. Who had Plant 8 up 8-2? Please, please, please. Who had Plant 8-2? Ness had an 8-2 or 7-3 for Plant. Nah, I buy houses. Nah. See, because I was doing live yesterday, so I ain't never get to hear that Ness, the boxing voice. Ness, the boxing voice, my guy, my friend, mi hermano. My Dominican brother, él tenía eso. No, tengo que hablar con ese tipo. No, tú estás hablando mentira about houses. You lying, right? Don't tell me he had an 8-2. No. He said Dandara, Fanon and Ness had Plant winning. Nah. I problem. I no. Hey, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to my brother, my Dominican brother. I'm gonna talk to him. You know what? Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, let me apologize for him. You know, porque él está enfermito ahora mismo. Dame hablar con mi hermano. Tú sabes. Déjamelo quieto. Dame hablar con él. Oíste. Dame hablar con él. Oíste. Let me apologize because maybe la mente no está ahí. He said something. Nah, man. Do not tell me he had Plan 7-3, bro. Don't tell me that shit. Don't tell me that shit, man. Don't tell me that shit. Ay. No. Tengo que hablar con mi hermano. Lo tengo que hablar. We're gonna. Y'all want me to get an intervention? Y'all want me to set up an intervention? Nah, that's my brother, man. Come on, man. You can't do that to the people like that, man. Come on, my brother. You can't do the people like that, man. Remember, he said Loma wasn't a man in lightweight. Ay. No es dominicano, tú sabes eso. And I want you. Yeah, but y'all killing that. Y'all killing him, man. Hey, man. I mean, I guess he's doing it to himself, man. Hey, yo, hablan mierda de mí anyway, ¿verdad? Talk shit about me anyway, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't talk shit about Punch? 23-year-old Canelo had a way better resume than 23-year-old Floyd. Who had it? But who had Plant winning though? Who would say that shit with a straight face? Oh my God. Yo, I'm telling y'all, the YTBC, y'all, it's like Fanon said that shit too. Yo, I'm telling you, folks, bro. I don't know, folks, but I'm telling you that it's like I'm. And you know what's sad, man? That ellos tienen mucha gente that follow, pero con eso. No, I think they're doing a bad service to the people, man. I see. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Yo, they'll say the dude said he had Kalen Plant 5-5. Shit, man. What kind of boxing are they watching, man? Boots beat Canelo. I heard Blue Blood said Boots beats Canelo. Oh my God, Diablo, my friend. Diablo, Blue. Come on, see, Blue. No, don't say that, my friend. But why? I want to know why. Why, man? I don't understand why. I mean, like, what would I think that there's a way of now saying something to get a reaction. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like people are doing this smart, right? They say something to get a reaction, to get people to buy in, and then people on the chat, and then people are tuning in. I mean, people could do this. You could do this more creative than actually send me the link before I go live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Hold on, my brother. Canelo needs to fight. Yo, if you want to become a member, yo, join the become a member. Let me put on let me put on the chat right quick, man. If you want to become a member and stuff like that, and get on the panel and get exclusive, I put up exclusive on the tonight. I'm gonna put something up. Tonight I'm gonna be putting something up for the members. Hold on. Oh shit! No. There she gone. Yo, that message right there. If y'all want to become a member to the channel, y'all already know, man. Support your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Support the boxing channel. Floyd never been undisputed. Yeah, a lot of people never been undisputed. You remember what Floyd said, that 3 belts make undisputed? You remember that it's 3 belts out of the 4 that makes undisputed and shit like that? How about if I use that analogy? Danny Medina. Oh, yeah, you know what? I haven't even seen the punch count. Total landed punches. 117 to 361 plant. 100 and power punch. Look at Canelo Alvarez, 40%. Look at Canelo Alvarez, almost 50% of his power punches landed, bro. And I don't, and to be honest, you know what, Danny? That's why I do my old punch count when I'm scoring the fight. If you ever tune into me live when I'm scoring the bout, that's why I'm always counting the punches. So I already knew what I said yesterday when I went to on my live, and then when I went to the Boxing Voice. I said that power punching count more than jabs. Look at Canelo Alvarez. How many jabs he threw? Look. This guy, Canelo Plant, landed 42 jabs, threw 232 jabs, landed 42 jabs. This guy only landed 15 jabs. Look at the power punches, though. Only landed 59 power. What was it? Canelo, there's the power punches. 59. Almost double. Canelo Alvarez almost double on the power punches, and this is why. All right, man. You know? Congrats to the undisputed face of boxing, a.k.a. Canelo Alvarez. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Viva los Latinos. Viva Mexico, USA. Hold on, give me a second, folks. Give me a
Anyway, Dennis stormy, Dennis let us know. Setting it means me, had a made it bone. What do you mean? Screaming when I blow. Dennis show man, when it 90 feet.
Pancho. More fear than. So look, let me answer. I think, and I'm not going to give you a concrete answer, but you know what? I'm gonna give you a concrete. Let me see. Hi, Moonshine. Follow me. This is Jessica. Got it. I think, my opinion is, I do think that Canelo Alvarez is the greatest Latino fighter ever. That's my opinion now. Now, I'm not, like not accepting to be educated. I want to be educated. I as of right now, what I've already gathered before, just looking at this guy's career and following other people's career, um, hold on, folks. Let me put this on the community box. Hold on. The link for the show today. The show. For the members, I put the link in the community box already, just in case. I put the link in the community box, in the community section. If y'all want to join the panel and say and say y'all 2 cents about who y'all think is the best Latino fighter ever. And you know what? I think I got Canelo Alvarez right now. But I want to be educated. You know what I'm saying? There's not a concrete answer, but for right now, how I'm thinking about it, I think he has a better career than Canelo Alvarez, better accomplishments. I think he got better accomplishment than Julio Cesar Chavez. I think he got a resume. Oscar De La Hoya is a 6th division world champion, right? Never been undisputed, but he lost a couple times to elite fighters. Great resume though. Over Duran. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that Roberto Duran is the best lightweight champion in the world ever. The best lightweight champion ever, in my opinion, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I think he's the best lightweight champion, but I'm saying the best Latino fighter in the world. It's arguably, I think it's debatable. It's having a good dialogue about it. I almost punched. Love the content, bro. Lethal, thank you. I appreciate that, man. And appreciate everybody in the comment box. Roberto Duran is considered the greatest lightweight of all time, right, Guido? And I give him that, right? I give him that. But the greatest Latino right now, in my opinion, can't argue with when someone does that undisputed. Exactly, yo. 4th division world champion and undisputed. 4th division world champion and undisputed. You could, and it's like what Rapstar said earlier. He said about the 15 rounds, so we can understand that as well. We can understand that Roberto Duran went to the middleweight division, right? Then he captured a title. But let's not forget also he lost to these other greats as well. Like he fought them, but he lost to these other greats as well. I'm saying. Let me see what we got here. Let me see what we got here. Rapstar, boxing knowledge in the building. What's good, man?
Yo, Punch, man. King Nello, Cartello, the king of boxing, the pound for pound #1. Ain't nobody gonna stop him. The man came out and he banged everybody out with him last night. When you see Canelo fight, you see all the best fighters in the world. They want to be right there. How come the best fighters in the world don't come there for any other fight? That tells you who Canelo is. You got the twins. You got Errol Spence. You got Josh Taylor coming from England. You got Teofimo. You got all the best guys. When Canelo comes, the world wants to watch, Punch. And he made history. And I'll tell you something, bro. He's in the talks, not just of the best Latinos. He's one of the best ever fighters ever coming out of Mexico. How about that one? How about the conversation should be, where does Canelo Alvarez go in some of the best fighters of all time? Does he make it in the top 20? Does he make it in the top 30? Does he make it in the top 10? Those are the questions that people need to have. Does Canelo Alvarez make it in the best fighters of all time? I mean, where does he go?
Rapstar, the week is early, man. He just did what he did yesterday. I think that right there, what you said, it could be its own live. I'm just trying to make a little tiny bit. Maybe when you go live, that could be, you could elevate this talk, because right now I'm still stuck on the best Latino ever. I know he's one of the best ever, but then that's
you having conversations of best Latinos. Fuck that conversation, bro.
Hey.
Fuck that conversation now. What we need to talk about is where does Canelo Alvarez go in the best of all fucking races? Fuck that shit. We should be talking about where does he go in the whole boxing world, Punch.
So where do since you bring it up, sir, where do you have it?
I don't know, but that's the conversation that we do need to
but
get
give
to
us
at
a
some
number,
point.
sir. You the one that bring it up, and then you give me I don't know when I give you an answer. Where you have Canelo Alvarez?
What I'm saying to you though, Punch, we gotta remember this.
I wanted to have it simplicity.
Let me ask everybody
some simplicity
this.
around here, man.
Yeah. Let me think about what you're saying. If Canelo Alvarez makes the top 3 best ever Latino fighter, then that
I say
means,
one that he's one of the best fighters in the. Yeah,
I'm just saying I can't say that right now. I can say that Canelo Alvarez is one of the best.
Is he better than Floyd Mayweather?
I can't say that right now. No, because I know that. Listen, because we got to break it down, and we got to remember this: that Canelo Alvarez has become undisputed, though, right? So that does a lot for him. I just don't think we should be having conversations anymore about where does he go in the Latino group.
So you think
how about where the
one?
Fuck he goes in the whole of boxing?
Do you think
that's the conversation?
All right,
bro.
So answer the question of the show first, though. So do you think he's the best Latino fighter?
I ain't gonna disrespect Roberto Duran. These guys were from before my time. These guys were from before my time, and you got to remember something. These guys,
but
people say, well, you know, Chavez, rap star, he had about 100 and something. His record was crazy.
I know we are in love with our legends. We are in love with the past. But if we in love with our past, but guess what? We gotta love our present too, because our present is gonna be the past anyway.
Punch. It was 2 different eras, right? 2 different eras that we need. Canelo Alvarez need to have his own era. You know, where Chavez, you got to remember Chavez, he was fighting at a time where the times were different too. And let's not forget, Chavez and Duran were active on a consistency on a different level.
Like Canelo is right now.
Right, I get it. But Chavez were fighting like 10 times a year at some point, right? So we got to remember something.
But champions,
you talk about Chavez, bro. Chavez put the whole Mexico all around the world when Mexico was not what it was for boxing. Chavez single-handedly has put boxing all over the world.
The difference between, though, I understand that, but the difference between that is that when he's fighting a lot of time, it's not like he's fighting back-to-back champions, back-to-back. Now, if he was fighting back-to-back champions, I believe that when he fought Pernell, around the time that he fought Pernell Whitaker, and I think Frankie Randall. I think it was Frankie Randall, Pernell Whitaker. I know he fought 4 times, I think in the span of 5 months, something like that. Yeah. Frankie Randall and Pernell Whitaker in the middle of those. I think that's fucking hard. But I think he had a draw with Frankie Randall. I think.
No, you got to remember this. When I did my history, he beat Frankie Randall. The man who's only beat him in the beginning, he went back and beat him in a rematch.
No, I know. I was just saying that in the span of that span, I think it was when he first fought Frankie Randall, the second time, and he fought Pernell Whitaker. Chavez fought like 4 times in the span of like 5 or 6 months.
But Punch, you got to remember something. Chavez not just fought Pernell Whitaker. He gave Camacho when Camacho was in his fucking prime, bro. He beat a man which was beating people. He's the first guy to show Camacho, don't you ever fuck with me, yeah? And let me tell you this, when he beat Floyd Mayweather's uncle, Roger Mayweather was a fucking beast.
Yeah.
People sleep on Roger Mayweather, bro. Roger Mayweather was a fucking very hard fighter. He had a good style. Mayweather got his style from Roger Mayweather, right? And don't forget, those wins that Chavez got against Medrick Taylor. Medrick Taylor was one of the best ever coming for Americans' hope. You know, Medrick Taylor was Americans' #1 hope. Everybody was talking about Medrick Taylor when I did my research. But, you know, those were before my time. Those people were before my time. I know about it. Yeah, I did my research. But did I live in that time? No, I didn't. I lived in the Canelo Alvarez time, bro.
Let me get to Emmett Johnson. Canelo has just as good of a resume as Chavez.
Yeah.
I thank you, my brother. I agree with that. I agree with that. It's a difficult conversation. That's why I could break it down just with Latinos, with the greatest Latino, because you know, Canelo Alvarez also always expressed himself as being the best Mexican fighter ever, and Julio Cesar Chavez talk about that, and that's the conversation. So I want to see if he is not just Mexican fighter ever. Is he the best Latino fighter ever? And of course, he is already one of the best ever. That's a whole different conversation because now because now when we bring in the best fighter ever, we bring in Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. That's why that Roy Jones Jr. That's why that conversation is a fucking 24. That's a marathon live.
Yeah, but you gotta remember something. Yeah.
So let's just stick to this one, and then we can move maybe later on, or maybe you go live after this one, right? And you can piggyback off that because that right there. Because now we're going to compare Sugar Ray Robinson. We're going to talk about Armstrong. Man, the greatest fighter ever. Now it's just too much, man. I think this one is more simplistic. It's not even simplistic, but it's more simplistic than the greatest fighters of all time.
Well, I just want to say this, bro. I just woke up from a nap. I might not have that rap star energy, but when I go live, I will have energy.
So don't give me a corporate answer, rap star. Tell me right now, is Canelo Alvarez the best Latino fighter ever? No corporate answer. Just give me an answer. You could be you could change your mind.
Top five.
Nah, that's that's not an answer. Top five. Nah.
You know why, Punch?
Give me something, rap star. Give the people something. They want some food, bro. They want some food, bro.
Punch, let me tell you something. I love what Canelo's doing. He is the guy who is this era's top-notch guy. But there's fighters in the past that would have given Canelo a hell of a run. There's fighters in the past that everybody knows right now. The Roy Jones Jr.'s in their prime. The guys like even Bernard Hopkins
we're talking about Latino right now.
No, okay, so I'm going to the world boxing next, right?
All right, but let's go to next. That's a whole different
conversation. Can I get this off?
No, you get it off, but answer the damn question, corporate rap star.
All right. There's no fucking corporate here, bro. We're gonna keep it real out here. Oscar De La Hoya is the most underrated, overlooked fighter in one of the guys coming out of America. And let me tell you why. Oscar De La Hoya doesn't get love from his own Latino people. Oscar De La Hoya is one of the greatest who ever fucking put on gloves. I don't care what people think about his fishnets. Fuck the personal life. How about that one? Fuck the personal life. I love Oscar Canelo Alvarez is my best fighter now. But let me just tell you this right now, Punch. At 154, Oscar De La Hoya versus Canelo Alvarez. I cannot go with Canelo Alvarez. How about that? I'm telling everybody in the chat, don't be hating on me. Don't be hating on me.
154, I got
154. I got Oscar De La Hoya.
I got Oscar De La Hoya being Canelo Alvarez. I got it.
That's what it is, Punch. You know the problem is when I speak to people like you, I look at the eye test of a fighter. I look at a man that was unbeatable at one point until he beat himself. Even the Tito Trinidad fight. Tito Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya got lazy. He won that fight. The second fight with Shane Mosley when Shane Mosley was on droids. When you talk about PEDs, that's all I see today when I look at some of these fake American channels. They're going back to the PEDs. They're talking about Canelo taking PEDs. Motherfuckers, Shane Mosley, one of the best ever fighters, took steroids. That's PEDs. That's PEDs. And Shane Mosley was fighting. And nobody was complaining when Shane Mosley was fighting after getting caught for steroids. So, I'm just saying this. Oscar De La Hoya is an argument. Even though Canelo is undisputed at 4 weight class, Oscar De La Hoya was a 6-weight world champion.
Yeah, so because so
if you really want to know the truth, Mexicans hate him because he beat a legend. He beat Chavez Sr.
I mean, that's what he got real.
His first loss. No, let me keep it real. You talk about Teofimo Lopez beating Lomachenko. Big win. But let's not forget, Oscar De La Hoya was Teofimo Lopez's age. He was like 23, 24.
23.
Okay. Oscar De La Hoya went at Teofimo's age and beat Chavez, which was a pound-for-pound fighter. Facts. And he don't get that credit. You know why they hate Oscar De La Hoya?
He beat Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah. And let me tell you why they hate Oscar De La Hoya. People still till today never gave Oscar De La Hoya his credit because he beat the legendary Chavez Sr. And that's what happened. They never gave him that credit. But
So
he actually beat the man.
so you feel
So,
so
I
if I
don't care
tell
what
so
people
if I
say,
so
bro.
if I tell so if I dial down the question, just 2 fighters for you, you think that Oscar De La Hoya was better than Canelo Alvarez?
I think Oscar De La Hoya had his moments in life in that boxing ring, which was unbelievable. Yeah, the 2 losses he had with Tito Trinidad and Shane Mosley, the second fight, Punch, it could have gone either way. Do you agree, Punch? Do you agree?
Which one? Which one? Say it again.
The Tito Trinidad fight for Oscar.
I got Oscar winning that fight. To this
Right,
day,
but they never gave it to him, did they?
I even watched that fight again like last month, and I was scoring, and I'm still giving it to Oscar De La Hoya. I'm still
Yeah.
giving that fight.
And listen, he beat Pernell Whitaker. He beat Pernell
And Hector
Whitaker.
Camacho.
And he beat Hector Camacho. And he gave Vargas. Vargas was a little mini Mike Tyson, bro.
And Ike Corte.
Yeah, but let's not forget how he beat Vargas. Let's not forget what he did. He destroyed Vargas's career. Actually, Oscar De La Hoya mentally broke Vargas.
Facts, Emmett Johnson. He did beat Mosley and Vargas, and they was on steroids.
Yeah,
Facts.
bro, those
hard
guys were on
steroids. Not computer raw shit, that the little soft shit to cut weight.
No, look, Canelo Alvarez, he's on his own fucking ride, bro. You can't take that away from him. What Canelo Alvarez has done, listen, Canelo Alvarez came and within 1 year, 11 fucking months, became undisputed fighter. In 11 fucking months. You got people, some of the best fighters out here in America and England. Look how long they taken to make one fight. Look how long Terence Crawford calls himself pound for pound.
He's 34 years old too.
Hey, let me just keep this shit real. I love Terence Crawford, but don't you ever mention yourself next to Canelo Alvarez right now, Crawford. Let me tell you, Terence Crawford talks about him being pound for pound. Listen, Canelo Alvarez is showing Terence Crawford what it takes to be.
Do you agree with me that I said that Canelo Alvarez has already separated himself from his contemporaries from boxing? Everybody, he just separated himself.
I think there's one more person, and I'm going to say this to the chat in the boxing world.
I think
there's one more person who can take over Canelo Alvarez by next year on the pound for pound list. Do you want to know who that is?
Who?
If Alexander Usyk beats Tyson Fury and he becomes undisputed at heavyweight, please don't hate. Let's keep it real, right? And you know I love Canelo, but I've got to keep it real here. If Alexander Usyk beats the Gypsy King, which I don't think can happen, because Gypsy King, you already know, I went with him from day one. So, but if he beats the Gypsy King and he becomes an undisputed heavyweight fighter, I don't want nobody to hate, but I think Alexander Usyk might take over the pound for pound spot if he can beat the Gypsy King and become heavyweight undisputed.
How about if Alexander Usyk beats Tyson Fury, and Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor?
Well, that's going to be a top 3, right? That's going to be a top 3 talk, because Alexander Usyk being a cruiserweight, and everybody in boxing knows this, when you go up at heavyweight and become undisputed,
that's
man, you take over everyone. You take over everyone. It's because it's such a major thing to do that listen, if Usyk becomes undisputed heavyweight, I feel sorry. Listen, then we got a special time in boxing. We have special fighters right now.
I think it's a special time, man. I said that on 2020. I said that on 2020. We're gonna see more undisputed bouts that we've seen in the past 10 years.
Yeah, let me just say something else, because I don't like the hate everybody's giving Josh. Josh Taylor can take over everyone. How about this? If Josh Taylor beats Teofimo Lopez, or he goes up and Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight, I'm not saying this can happen, but we don't know what can happen. And Josh Taylor's already telling everybody that I'm looking to fight bigger fights. My legacy is Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Maybe I might go for that. If Terence Crawford and Errol fight and someone becomes undisputed, think about this. And Josh Taylor goes up and beats, either if it's Crawford or Errol Spence, and becomes undisputed, then there's a bigger talk that Josh Taylor's taking the top 3 spot, top 2 spot, or top 1. Am I right or wrong, Punch?
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but these are the things that can.
But the difference between that is Usyk going up and being the underdog, and Teofimo Lopez going up and being the underdog. But Josh Taylor, I don't think he's gonna be the underdog versus Teofimo Lopez. That's the only difference. That the difficulty.
Yeah, but Josh Taylor's an underdog.
But he won't be the. But he won't be the.
And Terence Crawford.
Yeah. But I think to be honest, I don't think the fight's gonna happen. But by the time that
I'm just saying, these are the things that can take over Canelo's spot. But now, let me ask you this.
But I rather. But why I bring it's easy to bring Usyk and Tio is because those are realistic fight that could actually really happen.
And Josh Taylor are realistic.
If he doesn't sound with top rank
himself, though.
If he doesn't sound with top rank, it's not gonna happen.
But if he re-signs with top rank, then you know it can happen.
I know, and if he re-signs, but that's gonna be if he re-signs.
And then you know why he's re-signing, because now he's getting a major fight. Him and Josh Taylor can make $20 million.
I do think if he sees this, he saw what Manny Pacquiao did when going to PBC because the fighter is there. He went back to making more millions than what he was making before with Al Heyman and PBC because the fighters was there to make the money. Canelo Alvarez made the most money right now in PBC because, I think that Bud Crawford, if you already got the chance to, you're already getting, I think, his biggest payday with Sean Porter, right? That's going to be an ESPN. But then all the fighters that he can make money with is still in PBC. And then he's going to become a free agent. Does he stay with Josh Taylor? What's a bigger fight? Money fight. Not for Josh Taylor, but for Bud Crawford. A Spence fight, Thurman fight, a bigger fight than Josh Taylor for Bud Crawford? I don't think so. I think we're in the dilemma of how Josh Taylor feel and how Tio feel. Tio feel like he wants Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor don't feel like he needs to look backwards. He's looking forward, and I think that Bud Crawford's the same way. He's looking forward, not looking back.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what generates anyway in 2022. But what I can say is, you asked me about Canelo, and Canelo is the king right now, bro.
But you still haven't given me an answer.
I told you, Oscar De La Hoya.
You said top 5. Also, you got Oscar De La Hoya number 1?
I got Oscar De La Hoya. I got to speak about Roberto Duran and Chavez. Oscar De La Hoya. Canelo Alvarez is in the mix now. He's in the conversation for all of that now.
So you're gonna go live right now?
Yeah. Let's kick it live.
All right, go live. Everybody go to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. I'm gonna end this live. We can finish the conversation over there to his channel. Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. You're gonna kick the live
right then, bro. I'll catch you in a bit. Let me set it up.
All right, he's gonna set up the live. Everybody go to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. I think that this is a tough conversation. I'm saying that Canelo Alvarez is the best Latino fighter. I'm not saying it's not thoroughly. I don't know if I'm right, but through conversation and having a dialogue and maybe with education, we can all help each other and dial down to who is the best Latino fighter ever. We all know that Canelo Alvarez is one of the greatest, but as of now, for me, I think he's just the best Latino, just not only Mexican fighter, but all Latino. I think he's the best fighter right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rap Star's gonna go live. Gonna finish this conversation. Everybody go subscribe and hit his channel right now. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Let's go. Yo, no Danny Medina in the building. Everybody who subscribed to the channel, smash the like button. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm back. Going to drop a couple of videos as